it's Rachel. I've seen quite a few questions surrounding the topic of WooCommerce variable products and variations and how to set them up in a couple of Facebook groups that I'm in. So I thought I would just make a sort of crash course on how to set these up and how they kind of work. Hopefully it can at least help one person understand the back end of setting up variable products. So nothing too fancy, but let's go ahead and get started. I have a simple storefront theme set up right here, nothing custom coded. I have made two of the exact same products, but they are set up in two different ways with a variable product. You can set up a variable product with custom attributes, or you can set it up with saved attributes. And I'm going to show you both ways on how to do this and kind of the pros and cons of each, and you can decide what might be best for your website and your store. Let me go ahead and click on this. So I just have a basic t-shirt, and our two variations are size and color. So this right here, so size right here is considered an attribute group, I'm going to call it. And each one of these are the terms within this attributes variation group. Let me go into edit this product. This one is set up with the custom attributes. So what that means is it's set as a variable product, but if we come down here to attributes, if we notice it says custom product attribute, I have manually entered the different attributes, the different terms for this attribute within this product. So this information isn't necessarily saved anywhere. It is just manually entered in. And the reason to maybe want to do it this way is if I have attributes that only apply to this one product. Let's say I have a whole bunch of products in my store, but the attribute size is only applied to this one t-shirt. It might just be easier for me to just enter it right here versus the other way that I'll show you that I'll get to next. So I've got small, medium, large, extra large, and I've got this little pipe symbol in between each one to separate each term. Same thing right here. I've got the little pipe symbol in between each color. And then I have use for variations checked. That's to make sure that we are able to select it when we choose our variation. So I've gone ahead and saved this. I'm going to go into variations. Oh, it's saving it again. All right. So normally when you come here after attributes, none of these attributes are going to be here. I've just gone ahead and created this. This is going to be completely empty. So normally what I like to do is go up to this little tab and I'll say create variations from all attributes. And WooCommerce will automatically find every single combination of however many attributes you've done. So it's gone ahead and, for example, in the small category, it's added every single color and attached it to small. And then when I open these up, this small white shirt, you know, if I wanted to say this one specifically was out of stock, I can do that right here, and I can change the price, the weight, the dimensions, even shipping or task, or just, shipping class, tax class, or description for this one variation. But since all of my shirts are $10 regardless, I have actually just gone ahead and set regular price. Hit go. I'll just enter a value of $10. So it will run through it really quick and save all of them as $10. And that is the way to do it with the custom attributes, by entering it in manually that way. So I am actually going to go over to, let's see, the other shirt that I have, which is jersey t-shirt number 2. And this is using saved product attribute. It takes a little bit more time for setup, but I personally recommend doing it this way. I find this is a lot more organized, and these attributes are actually saved into this little attribute group right here, which I'll show you in just a second. So if you notice right here, it looks a little bit different. I don't manually enter it here. It pops up a drop down for me. And let's say I had a whole bunch of t-shirts in my store. This would be the best way to do it. So I wouldn't have to enter in this manually every time. I can simply just say select all, and it automatically will put everything in here. Once again, I've chosen used for variations. Same thing with the colors right here. And we'll go to the variations tab, and I've gone ahead and created these, but I did the exact same thing. I hit create variations from all attributes, and it went in here and created all of them. And actually, just to show you something else, I have actually taken out, let's see, light blue, sage green, and maroon for the extra large shirt. Just because, let's say for extra large, we only have black, navy blue, and white available in my store. So with that being said, I will go to this tab up here. Somebody chooses an extra large, they're only going to get those 3 options. Versus if they choose a medium, they can have all of these color options. So it goes back and forth. And if they chose it in the opposite direction, let's say they chose sage green, well, sage green isn't available in extra large, and it's also not going to show up here. So they kind of work together, and it's all based on the variations that we have set up in these combinations right here. So going back to how to set up these saved attributes, we're going to go over to products attributes. And I've already got these set up, but what you're going to do is you just type the attribute in here. So I typed color, and none of these terms are going to be here. So I'll show you just like a test one. So I've typed in test and just hit enter. You see none of the terms are configured. So I don't have any choices for test. So I would go into configure terms, and let's say we'll say 1, 2, 3. And now if we go to our attributes, we have options 1, 2, and 3 for our test attribute group. And if we were to go back to our product, I'll just hit edit product right here. And I'll go back to attributes. I now have this test group. I can add it, and then I can select these individually, or I can select all of them. And I'm going to click use for variation, save attribute. And if I go to my variations down here, oops, now you notice we have even another category that we can make combinations with. I'm not going to do it because test doesn't really mean anything for a t-shirt, but you know, we can have any of these, any combinations that we want to make. So that is pretty much it. That's just kind of like a really quick, simple rundown version of So sorry, my computer froze for a second there. So I hope this at least helped one person kind of just understand the back end of variable products, and even how to customize variables, and how to create the combinations for different products in your store. So thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. I will be happy to do more WooCommerce tutorials. I eat, sleep, and breathe WooCommerce as my day job, so, and even as a night job. So thank you for watching.